So, during this withdrawal from Afghanistan, the US military has been posting a bunch of propaganda. And not just the Department of Defense, but various CNN reporters and other mouthpieces of the state. And they've been showing and posting videos like this. Take a look. So this fellow over here says, "Who's this American soldier at Kabul airport, Afghanistan? He just won the internet." Let me play the video. And then here's one from Jane Ferguson. She says, "American service member gives water to Afghan children while they wait to be allowed to enter the base. It's baking hot and many people have been outside for a day or two. No bathrooms and the entire area reeks of urine." And then over here, the New York Times says, "The images are heart-wrenching. In the chaos outside Kabul's international airport, footage of babies and children being lifted above surging crowds into the arms of US soldiers on blast walls. It was not clear if their parents had made it to safety." Right? So here are the dramatic images posted by the New York Times and Reuters. And then underneath, we have another post. Photos of a flight that left HKIA, landed in Tbilisi, and then continued on to Norway. The flight contained a large number of kids from babies to teens traveling alone. This is a Norwegian soldier cradling an infant en route. Then another one. This is from Kabul airport. We have several babies in this picture. And then there's another one. Wow. They just got... If you think that was it, here's the treasure trove. You want to see the best one? You want to see the best one? Take a look. This is on Facebook, the Department of Defense on their Facebook page, literally posting state propaganda. Like, look at this. They have several pictures of them handing out water bottles. Here's one picture of a water bottle. Here's another picture with a water bottle. And I mean, the comments are just, look, oh, here's two water bottles in the same picture. Oh, wow. I mean, oh, and here's another baby. Oh, here's two babies again. Here's another baby. Wait, what is this? What? Look, man. You can't tell me that this is not a propaganda effort. The Department of Defense themselves literally posted the pictures. If you had any doubts, this is what we call state propaganda. That's what it is. Okay? And the fact that you have these New York Times journalists and so on, journalists, right, mouthpieces of the state, posting this, I mean, what does that even mean? Like, what are they trying to convey with these images? That the U.S. military, that the NATO forces in Afghanistan are humanitarians? They're peacekeepers? What is the image? What is the message they are trying to transmit here? Huh? Because if you want to look at all of the Afghanistan war, which is how a rational person would look at it, and not just the last 2 minutes of a photo op, this is what you would find if you did that.
One Ranger, stop the fucking donkey. One Ranger, come here, report the car. Stop the fucking donkey, bitch. Get the fuck off. Get off the donkey. Get off the fucking donkey. What the fuck you got in here, huh? What the fuck is this shit? What's in here? Do they? Get the fuck out of here.
That's what you would find. Here's an article from The Guardian. U.S. soldiers killed Afghan civilians for sport and collected fingers as trophies. 2010. WikiLeaks. Afghanistan war logs. A massive leak of secret files exposes truth of occupation. Hundreds of civilians killed by coalition troops. Covert unit hunts leaders for kill or capture. The A-Team killings. 2013. Last spring, The remains of 10 missing Afghan villagers were dug up outside a U.S. Special Forces base. Was it a war crime or just another episode in a very dirty war? Yeah, pretty sure it's a war crime. Don't really need to think about it. Australian Special Forces involved in murder of 39 Afghan civilians, war crimes report alleges. So this is the Brereton report. I covered this extensively. I also talked with David McBride. He's one of the whistleblowers about Australian war crimes in the SAS. Here's from ABC. A boy and his father were shot dead by Australian soldiers in Afghanistan. Here's Afghan villagers sit near the bodies of children who were reported to have been killed during a NATO airstrike, April 7, 2013. Here's from Save the Children. Between 2005 and 2019, at least 26,000 children have been killed or maimed in Afghanistan. An average of 5 children every single day over the past 14 years. The Times, 2008. NATO airstrike blamed for deaths of 18 civilians in Afghanistan. ABC, 2008. 76 civilians, most of them children, were killed in a US-led airstrike. Reuters, 2009. US strikes killed 140 villagers. The Times, 2009. Western troops accused of executing 10 Afghan civilians, including children. Al Jazeera. Nearly 1,600 child casualties in the past 5 years. New report says 40% of all airstrike victims from 2016 to 2020 were children. Daniel Hale, whistleblower who's now in jail, showed that during a 5-month period, 90% of the drone casualties of people killed by drone strikes were innocent bystanders, were not the intended targets. So you want to come here and you want to ignore all of these war crimes? These are just a fraction of what we're talking about, right? I didn't even show you the SAS ones, right? Where the British Special Forces, they were killing Afghan men and then planting knives on their bodies. They were planting radios on their bodies, say, oh, look, it's an insurgent. And at one point, they had more bodies than weapons. And they were joking and laughing about this in their base via email. And that was published by the BBC and the Sunday Times. And they were laughing about the latest massacre. So you want to come here and you want to show me a photo op of some GI holding a baby or giving them water, and you think that we're just going to forget about all of this? Are you serious? Unfortunately, they are serious, because this is what the media does. They want you to focus on the withdrawal, including the bad aspects of the withdrawal, so you forget about everything that I just showed you. Right? If you focus on, oh no, look at all these poor people in the Kabul International Airport, you're going to forget all the poor people who were killed by drones. You're going to forget all the poor people who were kidnapped and tortured. You're going to forget all the people who've been maimed by cluster bombs and drone strikes. And if you see a picture of a GI giving some water to a child, you're going to forget about the GIs who killed children. You're going to forget about the children killed in airstrikes. This is so disgusting. This is what you call whitewashing. This is whitewashing war crimes. This right here. This is a whitewashing of war crimes. These people are not journalists. These people are scumbags. These people are mouthpieces of the Department of Defense. These people are mouthpieces of the Department of Offense. They are mouthpieces of Raytheon. These people are trying to whitewash war crimes. They're trying to take a 20-year occupation, a 20-year invasion and occupation of Afghanistan, and turn it into, oh, look, you know, these benevolent humanitarians in the Marines and in the Army and the Norwegian Army and all of NATO just giving out water because they're such benevolent people. No. No. You are not whitewashing this crap with some photo op of water bottles. You think we're just going to forget about this? You think we're going to forget about Guantanamo Bay? Guantanamo Bay is still open. Are you withdrawing from there? What about Abu Ghraib? No, why has no one been punished? Do you know in Australia, no one has been punished for these war crimes that I just read to you and others? There's even a horrific video of a 26-year-old. His name is Dad Muhammad. And they chase him with a dog and then they kill him. I saw the video. And the person, the people who killed him, they're still in the SAS. They're still in the SAS. The British war crimes, those people are still in the SAS. Not one person has been investigated, never mind convicted. You know, they come out with these reports, oh, the Brereton report, and then Operation Northmore, and they do all these investigations. Oh, no one was guilty, case closed. Okay, we're humanitarians. We're on a life-saving mission. Women's rights, bottled water. Oh, some photo op with a baby. No, 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 no. Fuck you. You are not getting away with this. Look at this. Remember this. No one has been punished for these things. No one has been invested. Nothing. No one has been punished. And instead of talking about this, they're trying to distract you with this. They're trying to distract you with this cheap, cheesy, corny ass fucking propaganda. This lame, disgusting propaganda. Could you imagine if China or Russia did that? How CNN and the Western media would be jumping at it. So, oh, it's disinformation and blah, blah, blah. It's propaganda. But when they do it, it's totally okay. Unbelievable. They really take people for fools. And unfortunately, I'm starting to believe that a lot of people like to be fooled because they've learned nothing from WMDs. They've learned nothing from this fake war on terror. They've learned nothing. Nothing. You know, Hitler was also posing with babies. Does that make him a good person? No, it fucking doesn't. So neither do NATO occupiers posing with babies. Do you understand? That is not a criteria for, you know, justifying an occupation, an invasion, and murdering people. That doesn't take away from it. Now, you can come here and tell me that, you know, well, this is not what we should be focusing on. No. We should be focusing on this because this is a state propaganda operation right here. Look, dude, it's there. If it wasn't organized and intentional, they're most certainly capitalizing off of it. I don't know if you can see the Department of Defense name up there. Do you see that? They're certainly capitalizing off of it. Look how many pictures they've posted of this. Why do you think they're posting that? Here's a comment: spin doctors working overtime. Absolutely. Absolutely. So they know exactly what they're doing. They want you to focus on this so you forget about this. So you forget about this. So you forget about this and 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 this. And Tony Blair even comes out and starts justifying this bullshit. Yo, look, man, you did not invade these countries for women's rights. You did not invade them for human rights. You said you were going to kill terrorists. And who is committing the terror in the end? NATO. And those terrorists you were talking about, you helped create them. And who made a profit off of this? Your friends. So don't come here and show me this cheesy goddamn photo op and try to cover up and whitewash and rehabilitate what you did. I'm not accepting it. And shame on everyone who's accepting it. I mean, the comments are so cringy underneath. Like, you really... Look, they even posted a picture of Jesus. Can you leave Jesus alone? Jesus got nothing to do with this war, okay? It's just unbelievable. It's really propaganda. You have so many people who fall for this, right? They don't even question for 1 second that this war is immoral, it's unjust, it killed so many people, it maimed so many people. I mean... When we say that 50,000 Afghans were killed, this is a conservative estimate. And it's not just Afghans. It's just like Vietnam. They didn't just bomb Vietnam. They went into Laos and Cambodia. And it's the same thing in Afghanistan. They didn't just bomb Afghanistan. They went into Pakistan. And then what did they do? They expanded the war on terror to other continents. Now they're in Libya all of a sudden. Now they're in Syria. Now they're in Somalia. Now they're in Iraq. Now they're in Yemen. 19 countries. Oh, it's the war on terror. No, it's the war of terror. So I'm so offended by this, honestly. Like, they are so shameless and disgusting. The New York Times, the Washington Post, they lied through their goddamn teeth. You know, when George Bush, when Tony Blair were making up these lies and making the case for war, trying to justify this disgusting imperialism, they just let them do it. There was no scrutiny. Oh, you say that you know, bin Laden, they don't want to hand him over? I guess it must be true. Oh, you're saying there's WMDs in Iraq? I guess this must be true. And then they publish sorry notes when it's too late. And then they still don't learn. They still try to whitewash it with these stupid pictures. They don't learn, right? Because their job is not to learn. Their job is not to report. Their job is to distort. The mainstream media are a cabal of corporate prostitutes who work for the weapons industry. Their whole job is to do this. It's spin doctors, propaganda. This is their job. They have never reported honestly on the war on terror. And even right now, they are not doing it when it's supposedly coming to an end because they are dishonest. Why don't you go look at the refugees that have been created and how they feel losing their homes and their resources and their basic necessities? I'm pretty sure it's been hot for them. I'm pretty sure a lot of them did not have water either. Oh, they're so vile, honestly. These spin doctors, they're so horrific, honestly. I can't stand it. I really can't stand it. If you can look at this 20-year, and again, when we say 20-year, we're talking about the war on terror. The U.S. has been interfering in Afghanistan way before that, right? Who is funding the Mujahideen? Who is giving Osama bin Laden and Zawahiri and all these bastards these millions of dollars? The CIA was giving them this money. If they are threats and they exist today, if Al-Qaeda exists today as a threat, it's because of them. Oh, man. I'm really